All right, let's go ahead and get into this recap we have going on here for Monday. And Monday is always a rough day to trade because you just don't know what it's going to do. So you're coming out of that weekend. Sometimes it can continue down, right? And sometimes it doesn't. You get false move Monday. A lot of times that's what you hear. We have kind of back tested Monday and even Fridays, and it does drop down. I mean, it's not underneath. It's around 48%, 54%, right around there. When a trade sets up, that it will play out. Now, obviously, if you want to get that higher percentage in it, you kind of need to make sure that it's in your favor in order to get it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the price action today and what opportunities was there and maybe wasn't there. So let's just dig in and do a little recap here real quick and call it a day. We've already talked about the levels and kind of what's going on, and yeah, that's about all there is to it. So let's go ahead and dig into price action. You can see that it fell down pretty hard on Monday night, and boom, that was it hit this level right down here around the 64,300 range, right in there. Did bounce, and 65,000 is still the last kind of strength area. You can see that right now we're below it, so it's not looking as promising, and the time frames do want to put some pressure on this. So we could be looking for those lower levels now. That's what we've been kind of talking about. You've lost the last little bit of that strength. It did climb back up, and then here's where our market opened up here. Let's go into the 15 just so it's a cleaner chart instead of going to the 5, but you can see it recovered back up right up in this area. And one thing that I will call out is on our radar screen here. Let's see if I can get a refresh. There it is. On the radar screen, you can see the gap, and we like to run a gap around 0.5, typically to 1.5. If it's outside, if it's 0.5 or less than 0.5, yeah, then it's definitely stay away from it. But if it's over, there's some potential. Just be careful, because it usually shows exhaustion is what you typically are looking for. So let's go back into price action on the chart. So what we're looking for is where that rough percentage came from is right in here, give or take, right? So it's over that 0.5, so it's already showing you that it's probably already in exhaustion. You can see that it did come down and collect the area down here. Now that was the potential trade. If you're watching it and you wanted to trade it, I would say be careful, right? Because it already showed exhaustion. So it may have came down and made a higher low right here instead of taking the lower low. Obviously, it did play out pretty solid. So that was a nice little drop in this case. The other thing is, let me go back into here. You can see that you have the macro, which is your weekly candles that it closed. They're staying bearish. And then you have your micro, which is a rolling 168 hour or 168 candles on an hour chart. That's where you're getting the micro. Really, we're trading the 15 minutes, so it's not a huge deal. But what's kind of interesting here is you can see the ETH and Solana, their weekly candle closed for the last 2 weeks actually bullish from what they were. Now the micro is pulling bearish again, and it could draw on down with what you're looking at with BTC, that it could be looking for these lower targets. I just find that interesting, to something to watch for. It doesn't necessarily mean because BTC is king, but it does. Sometimes you'll see other coins start to kind of front run what could be coming ahead. I'm not saying that that's anything. It's just something to pay attention to, that we kind of watch, and that would be interesting to kind of see, because we are getting extended in some of these areas. Now, like we talked about before, we could be coming on down here to that 58,000. That's a pretty hard line in the sand. And when you're kind of looking at your Bollinger Bands, RSI is kind of already getting extended, but it could be down there for a little while. Stoaches are bottomed out here, and we started to rotate a little bit here. But yeah, I'm kind of watching now. Overall, our daily has rolled over and showing downwards pressure. So I am watching tomorrow. Tuesday's a great day to take price action in your favor. So kind of watching to see start out the day here and where we're at. And I would say the same thing. Check out our live because of this. We are going to have that at 8:30 Central Standard Time. You could see possibly a setup. If you're using our system, you're definitely probably going to see a setup again in here. What we're looking for is that gap. It already showed exhaustion, played down into it. Now it's sitting in it. Let's see what we can get with the ranges tomorrow with the key level of support and resistance. And let's see if this kind of behavior is going to play out, right? So you might be calling, oh man, he's drawing flags. Yeah, I'm not a big flag guy, so but a lot of people are talking about this. Now this could have been more up in here a little bit. I'm not going to mess around with this a whole lot on the daily, but this we've kind of already showed breakage, and now this is your last area here from this last dump. This could easily start to roll down out of here. So that's been the hard run down across, or went sideways and bounced down again. You have your 21 coming down on it again, putting pressure on the chart. It does show that it wants to come out of this bottom. So let's see what it does. This could do a little bounce here though and come back up and test that 65,000 level and then roll over. So don't be jumping in the charts till your system tells you to. Be a little careful. This could do a little rotate on you or whatever, but it could just fall out, come down into this, 53, all the way down into 45, 50 level, 45,000 level we were talking about. So really watch that weekly. A lot of people are paying attention to this too, to possibly show support right here around that 58. Could break on through right down to that 55,000 level. That would definitely put it right down into here on the bottoming. It could even come down even lower. It could wick out and take out a lot of this too. So right now there is a lot on the table, and I would not count any of that out till it starts to show some strength and clear back through some key levels. It's definitely looking for these lower targets. So that's what we're going to watch for on Monday, and take advantage of that price action. If you're looking at today's trading, you wanted to come up and trade this, you did get the breakout. That was the break of the close. And then if you went into your 5-minute on that behavior, right here, you can see that here's your breakout right here on the 15. It back tested right here. If you were going to take that trade, that would have been a great entry for you. Definitely want to put your stop up here, even on the lower 30-minute low or the 30-minute high from the morning when the market opened up. You could have traded it out. You could have ran it all the way down into this daily support. Would have been a great place to take a target. Would have been a little more risky to start doing this just because, like I said, it was an exhaustion. I mean, obviously it played down and was a nice move, but that's what you're kind of looking at if you were taking that trade. Get in, get out, get away. All right, I'll go ahead and leave it to that, guys, and we'll see you in the next recap. Talk to you soon.